morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Angela here. Today's video is about an experiment that I am trying to find out if these enamels, which are satin enamels from Sherwin Satin Enamels, and these regular Decoart Satin Enamels. As we all know, Decoart Satin Enamels are very, very popular. They're supposed to be really good in creating cells in a painting, and they are also very hard to get. And I am trying to see if other enamels would work, so at least we can have choices. Having choices is good. So those are the two I am going to experiment on, and they are both mixed the same. I'll put the mixture on the description box below. And also they're mixed the same, but the Sherwin Satin Enamels, I put, instead of putting a half part, I put one part, because obviously we know they will not be as good as these Decoart Satin Enamels, so I wanted to give them a chance to work. So the color, basically these the mixture of the satin enamels to make pearls is the white base paint. Those satin enamels are in the white base paint. And so this one is the Sherwin one, and this one is the Decoart one. And the colors that I'm going to use are, we have, and I'm going to use same colors on both canvases. We have here Decoart 24 karat gold, and I put a little bit of Quinacridone Nickel Azo Gold by Golden. Here it's a pure 100% paint gray by Winsor Newton. Might be a little bit thick. We'll put a little bit of water before we pour. Here I have Prussian Blue by Amsterdam, and then here we have Green Gold by Liquitex Basics, and I also added a little bit of this pale green by Artista. Okay, so those are the only 4 colors we're gonna use right now, just so we can see if the pearls will come out and how they look. I mean, if they look good, and for the Sherwin mixture, I know they will be okay with the Decoart ones, but I'm just trying to get an idea on how Sherwin mixture would look. In the meantime, I am going to level my canvas and we'll get started. I'm going to start with the Sherwin one. I'm not going to bother with gloss. Well, maybe I should, because this is a lot of white that is going to get stuck on my fingers. Yeah, we are doing fine here in Chicago. Weather is not so bad. It's been hot lately, a lot not hot, hotter than, well, it's summer. So just normal summer weather in Chicago. Yeah, I have a little story to tell you. The other day, I took my kids to the dentist. Well, actually, I think it was yesterday. Yeah. So we go to the dentist, and when we come back, we have really bad because we live in the city proper almost. I mean, it's a very small. We live in a small neighborhood, right north of Chicago proper, and it's called Edgewater. I've told you guys before already, but it is very hard to find parking. Like, you leave your parking and you come back and you're got out of luck. Yeah. And so we left, we went to the dentist, came back, couldn't find parking. We were hoping to get parking right next to where we were before, but no, we didn't. So basically what happened was we ended up going further. So we parked not very far. My daughter and son were like, "Wow, this is too far, Mom. We have to find something a little bit closer." Okay, another drive around the block, and then we landed the parking. Now it's a little bit farther from where we were originally, and the trees were not. There was no trees. I like to park. I like to park away from the trees, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. So we parked, walking home. We found another parking right exactly, almost exactly where we were originally. I was like, oh, we just missed this one, but it was under a tree. And I was like, well, it's okay that it's under a tree. I don't feel so bad. So the reason I'm saying this is because last year I parked under a tree, and it was around, I don't know, when the trees out here are a little bit brittle, and there was so much wind. So the wind kind of broke one of the tree branches that were hanging over, smashed in my car windshield, and broke the whole glass. The whole glass was completely broken. And mind you, I mean, this was during Corona. I had not gone out for probably maybe 2-3 days. So I just happened to go out the following day, and I find this broken glass, and I'm like, my God, what happened here? So I found a note on my windshield that was left, saying that a tree and the tree had the branches had already been taken out of the tree of my windshield. So I'm like, okay. So I found a note saying that a tree fell over my windshield and broke it. Yesterday the city people were cleaning up. They came and took the branches off my windshield, and that was that. There was no phone call, there was no pictures, nothing. So So and then there was a there was on the note there was a phone number. So I called the phone number, and it happened to be a neighbor, a person that lives right next door. So when they heard the boom, and then my car was being boomed by the tree branch, they came out, and then later that day they saw the city cleaners clean out the tree and everything, and so they left that note. That's what they told me. They told me that they just took the information so I will know what happened. But if they had not done that, then the neighbors, I would never have known what happened. And because the city people, whoever was cleaning out my car, did not tell me, did not leave a note, nothing. They were just cleaning their city to make it pretty. They didn't care about the person that owned the car. Anyway, so this one here is the one I'm using right now. It's the Satin Enamels. Doesn't look like a whole lot is happening on that. I might have put a little bit not enough paint. I mean base paint and regular paint. So I might have to pour over it and see what happens. So I did not take pictures either, and I went around and looked for glass person to come fix the glass. I found a person. They came and took they took pictures. I did not. So they came and took the pictures and fixed my windshield, and I paid them $300. And we called it a day. So I'm not sure which one I started with. Oh, I think I started with Payne's Gray. But I can start with blue first. And then put Payne's Gray in here. And then green, gold. Something is not leveled here. And then they fixed it. I paid them. We called it a day. So, moral of the story. Well, actually, it's not over, the story. So when we were coming home, I told my children, well, you know what? Actually, it's better that we didn't park here, because there's a tree under it. Say, Mom, my son was like, Mom, no, this would have been perfect. I'm like, huh? It would have been perfect, because then the tree would fall on your car. It will break the glass. Then you would take pictures and you would show us, because remember last time you did not take pictures and we never saw the car with the with the broken glass, with the broken windshield. So that would have been perfect. We would have loved to see it broken, just because you didn't do it last time. I'm like, okay. No, son, that would not have been good. So the moral of the story is, kids thrive on parent nightmares. Yeah. All right, so I think what I'm gonna do with this one, I don't think I put enough, so I'm gonna pour over it and see. Maybe I should scrape some of it, put a little bit more white. Or maybe just scrape it in the middle, so we'll have more movement next time. See, there's not very much paint here, and maybe it's just not working. This one looks like it's starting to work. And as you guys know, I don't, most of the times the gold paints, metallic paints don't work on alright, so let's do this really fast because it's very. If you're new to my channel, it's great to have you here. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my latest and future videos. So anyway, so that was the story. My son just wanted me to park under that tree so that the tree can fall on my car so I can take the pictures. Or at least when I go to get it fixed, take them with me so they can see the broken windshield, because they don't believe me. They don't believe that the windshield was broken because I never showed them. That is what I had to deal with yesterday. Anyway, it was fun. It was a good conversation. Yep. Maybe I should pour over this as well and see how. I have a little bit white paint left. Maybe I can pour over it. I don't know. But at least I know this is making sales. Very, very, very happy about that. Because next time I use it, I'm gonna go ahead and pour over this. Just the white that is left. Just in the middle. And I will have to put the paint gray. Just want to see how the and there's too much metallics here. I don't know if I want to use, maybe there's gold, there's this, there's that. But I have to use a metallics, that way I want to be fair to both by using the same kind of. Yeah, so if I do this one like this and go over there like that and come back down, let's try to save that two cells over there. The more you stretch these, the better you get. Alright, I'm gonna leave it like that. And leave it like that. So that's interesting. Good to know. This one makes cells like that. So next time I'm gonna use it, I'm gonna use more paint. I'm gonna use, just in case I run out of my satin enamels. In case I run out of my Decoart Satin Enamels, I know this one will work with what I need. And I love that it's got the cells are not 100% like white. They've mixed, maybe because I had scraped some of the paint and put it in the middle. But no, I did the same thing here, but see the cells here, these are all blue. This is what I'm finding out. The Decoart, maybe I'm wrong, but the Decoart Satin Enamels they're kind of hard to come through the metallics. As you can see, the green gold, the gold right over here, there are no cells there. But in the blue paint and paint gray, cells everywhere. And this is beautiful. It's actually masterpiece. These ones, on the other hand, they come through all kinds of colors. See, like you have, I'll bring you closer. I'll bring you give you a close-up, but you can see it just looks like I did not put enough paint underneath to be able to come out. See, where it came out is where the puddle, when I collected all the puddle, this is where all the cells are, because there was a lot of more paint there to come up, and there's a lot of cells. Oh my. And they are all colors. They're different colors. Well, actually, I wanna. Oh no, I don't want to ruin these cells though. This is pretty, very pretty. So I'm gonna leave it like that, just for. But as far as brightness and colors not mixing too much, I like the Decoart Satin Enamels better. So there you have it. All right. So this here is a Decoart Satin Enamels. They did mix a little. I mean, the cells kind of mixed with the blue, with the Peruvian blue. As you can see, they're not 100% white, but they are more vibrant, I think. And I'll show you the other ones as well. These are also see, that's pretty, very, very pretty. And then we come down here, so see they're sneaking up right here, and see how they did not even come out of this metallic at all. So I need to rethink about my metallics, because I don't know. I see other artists doing really good their metallics coming, you know, the cells coming through their metallics, and I'm like, oh, how do they do that? So I don't know. Maybe I'm mixing my metallics wrong. I'm gonna have to rethink it. But you know, they don't really have to come through everywhere. So I like that one a lot. It's beautiful. So that is the Decoart Satin Enamels. Now when we come over here, this was even as far as metallics not showing up, as far as cells not showing up on metallics, this was worse. And one reason is that I did not put enough paint on that in the beginning. But I'll tell you, I think I like these cells I don't know. I'm not gonna say I like them better. I think they're all really the same, except these ones, a lot of these popped out, and it's like really tiny cells, but all over. Really, really, really good. So that is really good to know that you can get cells like these from house paint, like satin enamels from regular house paint. I like this in the middle here. Looks like there's some well there, water. Wow. I don't know, maybe by my mixing, I should not put two metallics together. Don't know. We shall find out one day. I'm gonna study. I want to study these paint and paint mixing and all that good stuff. But I'm liking this one. Now next time, like I said, I'm only gonna use a tiny drop, maybe a little line of metallic, and then the rest will be just regular paint. And I love Artist paints very much. They come through really, really well. I mean, the cells come through these Artist paints very well. And yeah, the cells, the metallics are almost like cloud. The metallics are creating these cloud, perfect cloud looking, you know, effect. So hey, that's good too. Anyway, that is my experiment. What do you guys think? Which one? It's just look at them both. I mean, I think the Decoart one, which is on your right, yeah, on the right, it's more vibrant, it's more definite, you know. It's got mine too. I redid both of them, but use the same colors anyway. But it's got more bigger pearls, cells. It's got bigger, it's more vibrant. The metallics did not like mix too much. You can see the green clearly, you can see the gold clearly. Here they almost made like mud. They almost created mud here, so yeah. Anyway, so there you have it. So here they are dry. Here's the two paintings side by side, and they are both completely dry a few days after I painted them. And yeah, so I ended up kind of embellishing a little bit down here, just using my palette knife to embellish them, as you can see. But the main experiment remains untouched. So this is the experiment that I wanted to see, how these pearl cells would develop. So that's that with Sherwin-Williams paint with satin enamels. And this here also embellished down here. So this is the Decoart satin enamels, and it's also, as you can see, I did not touch the cells, so that's how the pearl cells developed. So honestly, I think the painting being vibrant and clear and precise and definite, defined, I think the Decoart satin enamels are much better. This is not bad, and it also could be because of the way, you know, I did scrape the paint in the middle and then poured it over. Now I just realized that this one I did not scrape the paint to the middle and pour it over. I just poured it over the stretched paint, so that could have been one of the reasons that it didn't muddy up, it didn't get really mixed up with the other paint. Anyway, so as you watch the video, you'll know what I'm talking about. But regardless, I still think these satin enamels are much better. But definitely, if I run out of the satin enamels from Decoart, I would definitely use Sherwin-Williams and yeah, get sales. Definitely we're getting good sales. Yeah, so there we go, there we have it. What do you guys think? What would you use the satin enamels paint from, you know, Sherwin-Williams, or you can use, I believe there's another one called Bear. I have never used Bear Satin Enamels paint. I always keep saying I'm gonna go to Home Depot to pick them up, because I think they're only sold by Home Depot, or I don't know, other places, but I have not been able to get a hold of those, but I hear that they're quite good. So in the meantime, I am going to use what I have, and when I run out, I am going to use my Sherwin-Williams. I have a Sherwin-Williams store very close, you know, in the neighborhood, so it's easy to get those their paint. So yes, okay guys, thank you so much for sticking with me and all the way through. I know it was a long video. I didn't want to fast forward it because, you know, with my story and all that, and I, you know, most experimental paintings, it's better not to fast forward, because you're experimenting and you're showing people what, you know, what the results are and how you did it. If you fast forward, obviously that's not gonna be very good instruction. That's my thinking. I'll put them on Facebook Marketplace for sale. If you are interested in these two, or you can buy them individually, you can buy one or you can buy both. If you're interested, send me a quick email at mutavi@gmail.com, and we'll go from there. And you can go to Facebook Marketplace and just type Angela Mutavi Art, and you'll be able to locate them, and you just purchase them from there. You have options and choices are good. All right, anyway, thank you so much for being here. If you liked this video, consider subscribing and liking and sharing and all that good stuff. Thanks again. See you on the next video. God bless. Bye.